We have around 8,000 students studying on a University of Central Lancashire degree programme in country. The courses that are delivered here at Universal College Bangladesh are exactly the same courses that are delivered in Preston at the University of Central Lancashire in UK. From a global perspective, the students would then have an opportunity to study in country, to go to the UK and have an experience in the UK, to do wonderful things and to work with companies like British Aerospace, Rolls-Royce, really top companies in the UK, and we have been consistently ranked the top university or the top 3 university for offering business support to business startups. So we're really excited to be able to extend that opportunity to students in Bangladesh. In terms of our partnership and how we operate, wherever we have partners overseas, we have a very strict quality assurance process. We have different processes and policies that we must adhere to as a university, one of which is making sure that we have different visits and engaging with the students. So our faculty staff, our school staff from the School of Business, from the School of Engineering and Computing will come out and spend time here at Universal College Bangladesh. They'll meet with the students, make sure that everything is running smoothly and that all the moderation and the verification of the programme is taking place. So we have different quality measures to maintain the programme here, also remotely. So we're also in touch in terms of link tutors. So we have link tutors here that collaborate with our link tutors back in the UK on a regular basis. We have our project group meetings. So myself as Head of International Partnerships and King Shuk as CEO, we always meet regularly to make sure that operationally things are running smoothly, making sure that the student experience is protected. Certainly quality measures that we must maintain as a university, but also to protect the students and to ensure that our partnership is a long-standing, successful partnership. So in terms of, we have a new education minister of recent, so actually they're doing really wonderful things about encouraging international students to come to the UK and take part in education. So we are really thrilled as a university to be able to have that support, because we know that how important it is for international students to come to the UK, as well as to study a UK degree overseas as well. So as a university, we monitor what's happening, and through the time we'll support the students, but ultimately everyone understands that international students are really important to the UK economy and to UK businesses, and certainly for the areas like Preston in the north of England, it's really important to have that international community. From our partnership network, as a university, we have lots of different partners, but for here, our partner of Universal College Bangladesh, and we are looking at lots of different ways we can work together, one of which is to offer the students a different chance to come to the UK perhaps for maybe a year, so they can study in Preston for a year. More than welcome, and we have support mechanisms in place to make that possible. So students can come to Preston for a year, study, and then return and come back and maybe complete their degree here at Universal College Bangladesh. So from a global perspective, the students would then have an opportunity to study in country, to go to the UK and have an experience in the UK, and to meet with all different kinds of students from across the globe. We are a global community. We have over 35,000 students in Preston on the UK campuses, because we have other campuses. We have Burnley campus, we have our West Lakes campus and our Preston campus. But for overseas, we have around 8,000 students studying on a University of Central Lancashire degree programme in country. Exactly the same degree programmes as that in the UK, same qualifications, same curriculum. So the students are part of that global network, and we're looking at ways as a partnership to how we can link that global network. So one of the things that we've done just recently is we've launched our university global university scheme, and that is how we've worked together with a Chinese partner, we've worked with a Ukrainian partner, and we've worked with a partner in Sri Lanka to bring the students together to do a project and to do some group work. And the feedback from that project as a pilot was that actually they found it fascinating. It was very difficult with time differences to schedule the group calls, but it was very difficult for the students to communicate and learn how to do a project together. So it was a 2-week project, and they managed to do a presentation at the end together. So that is something that we will be talking with our partner here, Universal College Bangladesh, and we'll be looking at how we can engage the students here as part of that project to make sure that as that global network they have access to value-added opportunities to enhance the student experience. From our side, I would say that it's that real-world teaching. We have degree programmes that are directly input from industry. So our industry experts look at our curriculum. It's cutting-edge curriculum. So they're accessing the curriculum. They're looking and seeing what improvements we can make as a university. So it isn't just academics that maybe have been out of industry for quite some time, but it's actually academics that we have that have already been in industry but recently. So they've come into academia, but they're also liaising with industry members and colleagues. So there's internships, employment opportunities, and there's links that we have. So we do that really, really well at the University of Central Lancashire. And I would say that the team here at Universal College Bangladesh have those equal opportunities in terms of how they liaise with external industry and creating those links. So it's something that we're growing. It's something that is really important, and it's how we are different in terms of a university and looking at that real world impact. One of the wonderful things about the University of Central Lancashire is that we have worked in partnership for over 35 years. So we are well versed in the changes that take place externally, internally, and as a country. We've seen how different policies and practices can happen very quickly. I don't think anyone was expecting COVID. And when that took place, we had to readjust how we operated as a university, with teaching online, with supporting our students as much as we could. But I think from a university point of view, we work globally, and with partners, one of the strongest things that we can offer, that you can actually physically study the same degree in country and have that opportunity to progress to the UK for a year. Because some students, we know, don't want to potentially come through for the full 3 years and study in the UK for the full 3 years. They might only want to do a year or a semester. So in terms of that, looking at how we can support, it's far easier to support a student coming through. But we have all sorts of different, we have our admissions team, we have our student support team, who are really well versed and well experienced in providing that expertise to students that are coming through to the University of Central Lancashire. So there's been a whole host of students that have gone on to do wonderful things and to work with companies like British Aerospace, Rolls-Royce, really top companies in the UK, and they've gone on to be so successful. We've got students that have gone on to do their own business, to create their own business. So we have a really excellent scheme in the University of Central Lancashire in that we help support business startups. And we have been consistently ranked the top university, or the top 3 university, for offering business support to business startups. Because as we all know, a lot of companies that start up after the first year, they can fail because they've got a high failure rate, because the students don't have that expertise or knowledge or support. But we have a very strong record of supporting students with their start-up businesses that go on to be extremely successful. So in terms of those business startups, there's been many students that have gone on to do wonderful things. So we're really excited to be able to extend that opportunity to students in Bangladesh, to make sure that our partner here at Universal College Bangladesh can offer that same support network to the students, and to hear about how they're doing as the cohort matures and as they go on to do their own things. I'm excited to learn about what the students will do here. Watch this space. I'm sure there'll be wonderful things, because the students here are so bright and engaged and, really hard work, and already we can see that. So I really strongly believe the students will go on to do excellent things, and I look forward to hearing the success stories from the students here. What students would like and what their expectations are. Do they want to go to a university that has access to a lot of lecturers, a lot of professors, have that direct link to those staff and learn from them directly? Or do they want to go to an institution that has a really strong research portfolio where they might not have that access, but the university has a strong research portfolio? So it's different, but from University of Central Lancashire I can say that we have an excellent staff team. The teaching and learning is excellent. We're rated QS rankings, we've got 5 stars for excellent. So in terms of our teaching and learning, it is extremely high quality, and the staff are extremely friendly and welcoming, and I think that can be undervalued. I think a lot of the feedback from students is that we didn't expect the campus to be this friendly, this comfortable, and I think that's great to hear, because actually they might not get that sense elsewhere. But I do think in terms of that real world impact, it's working with employers and local industry that we really shine. So we've got a long-standing relationship of working with partnerships overseas, but equally partnerships in the UK with industry. So as I've said, we've got British Aerospace, which is actually only down the road. It's only a couple of miles away from campus, so we have very strong links with British Aerospace. So we do a lot of different work in and around industry, and the academics have strong links with industry. So I think something that we do really well is that employability piece, and we make sure that the curriculum is fit to provide students with that real world impact, so that when they graduate and by the time they graduate, they're ready for the workplace. So I would say that we have a lot of different positives as a university, and working in partnership is definitely one of them. Here at the Universal College Bangladesh, we've been working very closely with our partner here. From the University of Central Lancashire, our students here can study on a number of degree programmes, which are really, really important, because actually we have our business and marketing, we have our software engineering, and we have our cyber security. Now, our cyber security programme is the first here in Bangladesh, and really important in a developing world to learn about cyber security and the threats that are taking place online. So it's important for students to learn and have access to these kind of degree programmes that are cutting edge. The courses that are delivered here at Universal College Bangladesh are exactly the same courses that are delivered in Preston at the University of Central Lancashire in UK. It's exactly the same programmes, exactly the same curriculum. The students will learn about the programmes and the content, and they will end up with exactly the same degree certificate. So from that side, it's exactly the same course and exactly the same curriculum. And the students are so engaged and excited to learn on these degree programmes, and we want to take them from strength to strength and really make sure that they become a success in their own chosen careers. We've welcomed international students for many years through all sorts of different challenging times, and as you can imagine, it's not been easy at times, but we do everything that we can to support the students, and whatever they choose to do, we wish them the very best, and we will always look forward to welcoming them to Preston campus. I really warmly welcome all Bangladeshi students to come to University of Central Lancashire and to come to Universal College Bangladesh and really look at the opportunities ahead. Really excited to welcome you to Preston anytime.